The Skinstructors tip of the week, the retinol sandwich method. Love that glow but hate the irritation? Or maybe you have a client who dreads the anticipated reactions of new retinoid? Try the retinol sandwich method. It's simple. Moisturizer, then the retinol, then another layer of moisturizer. It's like a gentle hug for their skin, buffering the retinol and keeping irritation at bay. This creates a barrier, slowing down retinol absorption and minimizing irritation. It's a game changer for sensitive skin.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Skinstructors, the podcast where we bring you all things aesthetics. I'm your host, Jolie.
And I'm Morgan. So last week we talked about building skincare regimens, but this week we are breaking down that a bit further, diving into the absolute must-haves of the skincare routine. We're talking about the essentials.
Yes, the non-negotiables, the holy trinity of skincare, if you will.
Yes, the ABCs. We're talking about 3 products that if your client is serious about changing their skin, you simply can't skip. We're talking antioxidants, retinoids, and of course, SPF.
Seriously, if you're only going to do 3 things for your skin, these are it. These essentials will be the foundation of any home care regimen for basic skin health. We have our protection from our antioxidants, prevention from the SPF, and proper cell turnover from the retinoid.
And Jolie, in case you didn't listen to our last episode, I think we should clarify that everyone needs to be on a cleanser and moisturizer, but these are essential steps for addressing every skin type and achieving optimal skin health. It's about building a foundation and then building on that by adding targeted treatments. So let's break it down, starting with antioxidants. Jolie, give us the lowdown.
Okay, so think of antioxidants as basically the skin's personal bodyguards. They protect the skin and fight off the bad guys, or in this case, the free radicals.
All right, let's break down what free radicals really are.
Yes, they're unstable molecules that damage your skin cells, leading to premature aging, wrinkles, and uneven skin tone. They are produced naturally in the body by a byproduct of normal cellular processes, but can also be introduced by external sources like pollution, UV radiation, and smoking.
And so antioxidants are like a shield against all of that.
Precisely. They neutralize those free radicals, preventing them from wreaking havoc. They can damage skin cells, DNA, and even collagen production, leading to signs of aging like sagging and wrinkles. They can stimulate melanin production, resulting in dark spots and uneven skin tone, and they can even damage the skin barrier, making it more susceptible to dehydration, irritation, and inflammation.
Wow, you also mentioned it can damage DNA.
Yeah, free radicals can contribute to DNA mutations that increase the risk of skin cancer.
If there's one serum you should apply, it's your antioxidant. There are lots of antioxidants out there, and we'll do a deep dive into them in next week's episode. But I like to use one with vitamin C to help brighten my skin, keep my melasma at bay. It's all about choosing one that will fit your client's skin best.
Totally. I like using one with anti-inflammatory properties to help reduce redness and inflammation from my breakouts. Okay, so Morgan, let's talk retinoids.
Yes, retinoids, the powerhouse ingredient in skincare. Every single person needs to be on some form of retinoid. They tell your skin cells to work harder. They speed up cell turnover, which means you're shedding those dead skin cells faster. In younger skin, cell turnover is relatively fast, taking about 14 to 20 days, but as we age, it slows to 28 to 42 days. And once we are 50 or older, the turnover rate can slow down even more, with the cycle potentially taking up to 50 to 90 days.
Wow. And Morgan, eliminating these old dead skin cells isn't just good for combating signs of aging, stimulating collagen production. It's going to help with hyperpigmentation and acne too.
Yep, a root cause of blemish-prone skin is the clogging of pores with excess oil, the accelerated production of skin cells within the pores, and increased retention of dead skin cells. This is called retention hyperkeratosis, creating environments where bacteria can grow and thrive. Retinoids are also tyrosinase inhibitors, which tyrosinase is the enzyme crucial for melanin production. So that means that they can be used to help lighten and prevent post-acne marks and hyperpigmentation.
Okay, so smoother, firmer, clearer, more radiant skin. Sounds amazing. But what would you suggest to a client who doesn't want to go through the anticipated reactions that sometimes come with retinoid usage?
Yeah, that's a great question, Jolie. Retinoids can be irritating initially while the skin is still getting acclimated, and there's a couple of options. So, first, your client could start using it slowly as their skin acclimates. Start using it every other night or every 2 nights before increasing to daily use. You can also recommend the sandwich method, which I mentioned in the tip of the week.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you would recommend?
Yeah, last thing. So, Skin Better Science developed a line of retinoids called Alpha Ret. It's a retinoid combined with an AHA, lactic acid, and it makes it more tolerable for the skin. We love recommending these to first time retinoid users or clients who don't want to go through the anticipated reactions.
Yeah, that was great advice, Morgan. Now we have our last essential, SPF.
Absolutely. A broad spectrum SPF 30 or higher is a non negotiable.
Exactly. SPF stands for sun protection factor, and it measures how well a sunscreen protects you from UVB rays. Those are the rays that cause sunburn and, more importantly, long-term skin damage like premature aging and skin cancer.
And it's not just about avoiding sunburn, right? It's about preventing those long term effects.
Exactly. Sun exposure is the number one cause of premature aging. We talked earlier about free radicals damaging our DNA. Well, both UVA and UVB rays can contribute to skin cancer by damaging DNA in our skin cells. But UVB is considered a major driver of skin cell mutations and is more strongly linked to causing skin cancer, especially melanoma.
Can you break down the differences between UVA and UVB rays?
Yeah. UVA rays are long wave ultraviolet rays that penetrate deep into the skin, causing premature aging and increasing the risk of developing skin cancer. They consist of 95% of the sun's UV radiation that reaches the Earth's surface and is 30 to 50 times more prevalent than UVB rays. They reach the dermal layer, damaging our collagen and elastin. UVB rays, on the other hand, are shortwave ultraviolet rays primarily responsible for sunburn and play a significant role in developing skin cancer. The strength of the rays can vary. It depends on the time of day, season, location, and it cannot penetrate glass, unlike UVA rays. UVB rays only penetrate the epidermis.
Yes, and there's a way to remember the difference between them. UVA rays are aging rays. They are the main cause of extrinsic aging. UVB rays are burning rays, meaning they lead to reddening and sunburn.
I love that tip to remember, Morgan. This is all good information to share with your client, especially someone who's on the fence about incorporating an SPF.
I agree. I don't think a lot of clients realize how common skin cancer is. The American Cancer Society says there are about 9,500 new cases of skin cancer diagnosed daily in the United States. And about 1 in 5 Americans will develop skin cancer in their lifetime.
This is why it's necessary to educate our clients on the importance of not just wearing SPF when they're at the beach or in the summer, but every day, rain or shine, and reapply.
Definitely. Sunscreens have come a long way over the years. The best sunscreen is one that your client's actually going to wear. So remember to ask open-ended questions about their preferences in texture, tint, non-tint, etc. when choosing one for their routine.
Yeah, some sunscreens are formulated with other ingredients, not only to protect from the sun, but to treat other concerns too. Morgan, I know one of your favorites is SkinCeuticals Daily Brightening UV Defense SPF. It contains mica and tranexamic acid to leave a glowy, luminous finish while still helping to brighten the pigmentation. And then they also added in some glycerin to help hydrate the skin too.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I can't live without that daily brightening SPF. You bring up a great point, though, because it's an excellent sunscreen to choose for someone who wants fewer steps in the routine while still targeting multiple concerns.
It all goes back to the consultation and gathering as much information as possible to give our clients the best regimen for them. Now, we will be doing a deep dive on SPFs in a few weeks, but I think to finish off, we should mention that sunscreen also prevents photoaging and hyperpigmentation. So any client who's focused on tightening and brightening should be using a daily sunscreen.
This formula for incorporating the essentials into any skincare regimen will help provide the foundation for healthy skin. To briefly recap, we have our antioxidants protecting from environmental factors, retinoids promoting cell turnover and stimulating collagen production, and lastly, SPF preventing premature aging, hyperpigmentation, sunburn, and skin cancer from forming.
This will establish a solid foundation for improving their skin health, enabling you to offer more intensive treatments like peels and lasers to tackle those specific concerns.
That's all for today's episode. Join us next week as we break down antioxidants.
Thanks for tuning in to the Skinstructors. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review, and as always, stay healthy and happy.